Hello, my name is Adrienne Lee from Adrienne Lee Joywork, and I'm here today to offer the Moon Day message. Today is Monday, January 27th, and here are a few cards and crystals for the energy of this week. In the tarot, the card that was chosen was the Hermit. And this card really makes a lot of sense to me right now. We are just about a week away from Imbolc on February 1st and 2nd, which is the pagan cross-quarter holiday between winter solstice and the spring equinox. And so we are really sitting at that time, at that space, literally the cross quarter between the death process of winter and the quickening time of spring. And so the energy that is really alive right now, that is really calling to us from a very essential place, is that of the Hermit. This energy of slowing down, coming inward, being more solitary, spending time with only those who really nourish us and don't require a lot of our energy. It is a time and space for being with what is, really looking at our lives and looking at where our energy expenditures are. The Hermit really conserves. When I feel into this card, it is a card of conservation. We eat only what we need. We exert energy only as we need. And in the interim, we rest. And in that rest, we come to deep internal knowing. So the energy of this week is really that space of coming to our own truth. And that is the word that was chosen for this week as well from the angel cards, is this idea of truth. And how does that relate to this Hermit energy? It connects with this idea of what is our energetic truth? What truly is your level of energy? Is it overflowing in abundance? Is it quite small and quiet? We all have different levels, and I'm speaking to you now from Western culture in North America. And where I live, there is this propensity and this push to really plug in to the indoctrinated paradigm and give, and always be on call and always be ready for output and always be expending our life force, to always be working, to always be earning, to always be pushing. It's written into the code, this sense of urgency. And that doesn't really work with the cyclical way of life, with this planet that we reside on. There is birth, death, and rebirth. There is rest, growth, expansion, contraction, death. And winter is this time of death. We've been moving through a death process, individually, collectively. Literally, the earth quiets, things die down so that they can compost and be reborn. And so the stone for this week to help support this energy that is moving through is rose quartz, and in particular, this shape of the pyramid. Rose quartz always speaks to me as a stone of love, but in particular, in this pyramid shape, it is the stone of self-love, and it speaks to really firm but loving personal boundaries. The pyramid suggests that there is always a different way to look at a situation. There are always multiple perspectives, but in any given situation, you first need to figure out what your point of view is. Where is your truth with your energy, with your time? This week is an amazing week to really take stock of where you spend your energy, where you spend your time. Make a list of the groups that you're involved in. Make a list of the friendships that you regularly expend energy on. A list of the activities, your projects, your work. Really get a sense of where you share your life force. And maybe add some boundaries in there. There might be some projects or expenditures or groups that you are tied to that do not feed you anymore. And if you sit and really feel into it and really feel into your body, you know exactly which ones those are. But it can be challenging to make that boundary. It can be challenging to make that cut, to stop saying no to those coffee dates that are at a very difficult time in your week, or to disconnect from those Facebook groups because it's so addictive to just keep scrolling and reading the drama or whatever else is going on. This week, the energy that is held can support you in really finding, defining, and supporting your own truth for yourself based on your own energy levels and what you need out of life. And the animal for this week is bat. And I love this choice, first because it's number 42. It's my number. But secondly, because bat relates to the Hanged Man in the tarot deck. And so the way I'm reading this and sensing it is that this is a transition time. We're getting ready to move into that cross quarter. Transitions are challenging, but they also shake things up. They give us an opportunity to really look at things and decide where we want the pieces to fall moving forward. Bat in particular says, move with your cycles, move with your rhythm. He is a night animal. What kind of animal are you? Does your life support your actual biorhythms and the way that you want to move in this world? Bat also suggests that we lean in, that we sit with the discomfort. We are still in winter. It is still dark, even though the light is growing. We're still here. Let's not push it. Let's not rush it. Let's allow this to be a time of rest, even if we're hanging upside down and we don't exactly know where we're going next. Can we just lean in? Can we make this a good ending with winter so that we can have a good beginning with spring? Thank you so much for spending 8 minutes with me, feeling into the energy of this week. I appreciate you, and I will see you next Monday.